one time, even though my brother was guard body at the time, I was hanging with a lot of guard bodies. And they used to tell me, yo, won't you be God? And I used to say, man, my name is D. You know what I'm saying? And I was the only one who could go around about 55% is up in their house. And they all put 5% and I'm an 85er. And I come up there with a ham and cheese sandwich.
And sometimes you gotta be diplomatic, man.
At that time I wasn't, man. I was just fucking just saying how I feel. Fuck that. That's
what you mean? Okay, what's the difference between y'all? Why do Born, you know what I'm saying, get more? Why do people think that he the positive one and you the one that's turned up?
I don't know.
You don't know. You know why?
Because Scorpios know how to portray themselves. They know how to act like they playing good, but deep down inside, they the worst nightmare. They their own worst nightmare.
You saying that he got a better way of getting away with murder than you?
Yeah, certain shit. You would never think he did it. But 100% he done did that shit.
Hey, Born, are you really like, who's the older brother?
He is.
How about how much? How much?
5 years, some months.
A year?
And some months.
So y'all about the same age, man. So let me ask you this, right? I want both of y'all to answer this question, but I'm gonna ask you. Describe the 80s from your perspective. Yeah.
My perspective of the 80s is I like to play music. I was always in the parks. You know, I started out breakdancing. Before anybody can ever think about breakdancing, I was doing it. They used to call me Kojak.
What inspired you to like breakdance? What was your first thing with breakdancing? What made you want to do that?
Because my sister Sonia, she used to know one of the DJs back in the days. His name was DJ Cool Herc. And my sister Sonia used to dance. She used to do the hustle. She was a hustle. She used to go to the jams and just dance. When she gets there, everybody just crowd around and see how she do her work. And then here I came with my break dance. I had to spin on my head and concrete. Way before Crazy Legs and all of them. It was me, my man Eldorado Mike, and Cadillac Mel. It was 3 of us. And then came my man DJ Spice. He's a DJ now, but he was one of my partners. We used to battle these brothers. They was called CNC. It was Spider-Man and JoJo. They was 2 Puerto Rican guys. And we used to battle them all the way down there in Cedar Park. That's where hip-hop started at.
You know, so crazy the way you describe the way you describe like the 80s, like your first thing with the 80s was music, and like a lot of my life, that's what starts. Like if I describe my life to people, that's why I talk about music first. But I'm gonna get back to you in a second, Dusty Fingers. You know what I'm saying? Born. What's the first thing that comes to your mind about the 80s? What did you love about the 80s?
The 80s, it's about being a hard rock. Hard rock is gonna dance. They're the thugs that'll knock you out. You know what I'm saying? They get them hard, you bump them, stuff in their shoes, they ready to do the dance.
So why?
You got the B-boys. That was him. The B-boys are always breaking. You know what I'm saying? But hard rock, we don't dance. We stay there, we chill, we talk to the girls, listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? We stay mean mugging. That's what it is.
What you used to wear? What you used to wear?
I used to wear what? Like grips. I used to have on AJs, plaids, British Walkers, Mark necks,
DVD,
Coterfield coats with the fur on them.
Who did the? Okay, so what else did you remember? What outside of the thug shit? What was name something like that made you feel good, like in the 80s? What was the 80s?
The outside jams, man. When you go outside, you hear a jam, enjoy yourself, man. You can drink your beer, smoke your weed. Cops wasn't harassing you, you know what I'm saying, like they do now. You have much more freedom. You know? You go on the trains, you do your tag. You got the taggers, the graffiti artists, you know?
Let me ask you something. Who did the ladies like more out of y'all two? Dusty Fingers, D.
We couldn't tell.
Go ahead.
My brother had his own crew and I had my own crew. So we knew each other. His friends knew me and my friends knew him, but we wasn't together like that. But when things started to hit the fan, that's when you knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? But when it came to girls, he had his and I had mine. We was just like, twins.
Hey, Born, who ladies like
they're getting them?
Who ladies like more?
Enjoying it. Yeah, man.
Hey, Born, who the ladies like more?
He said it was, we had our own style, man, our unique style, about us, our own charisma, stuff of that nature,
Okay, all right. You're trying to, y'all got your little strategy down, but I'm gonna break that strategy. Yeah. What's the dumbest shit y'all ever did together?
Oh, the dumbest shit is one time we was hanging down on 149th Street. I was going to get my man Mouse in. Mitchell Projects. Mitchell's Mount Haven and Patterson Projects. And we was drinking, we was enjoying ourselves, but when it was time for us to go home. And we got on the train, and here come Born. Born, this guy said something to Born, and Born started flipping. I said, leave him alone. So the guy got off the train. Here come Born, he gets off the train. The guy goes upstairs, Born comes right behind him, and then Born started fighting the nigga right in front of the precinct. He was choking the nigga out. The nigga was spitting up blood. And I was beating him in the head like, let him go, man. We're going to kill him. That was the craziest thing I ever seen, man. We knew it was better like that. You know why it was better like that? Because he had one side of the Bronx locked down. I had the other side locked down. You know what I'm saying? He had Tremont. I had 183rd. You know what I'm saying?
Something was so crazy. When y'all came to get me, right? Yeah. I had 3 different experiences. I had my experience with my uncle Little Man, which was my first experience. Then my uncle, my uncle Cardell, which was my second experience. And then I had my third experience with my uncle Little Man and Cardell together. And for the people that don't know, that's gonna watch this later on, Little Man is Dusty Fingers, you know what I'm saying? And Cardell is Uncle Born. When I went with my uncle Little Man, this is what I got with my uncle Little Man. I'm gonna give you 2 things. The best time I ever had with both of my uncles. Always a learning experience for me because Little Man is a Gemini like me, so he ain't got time to explain all the shit that you know what I mean. So you got to keep up. And the one thing about the Gemini is Gemini not gonna let you stay with him too long if you can't keep up. You know what I mean? We'll be nice about it by letting you go, but if you can't keep up, then you know what I'm saying. So keeping up with Uncle Lil Man, it was always fun. It was always music. It was always me trying to learn. I looked at my Uncle Lil Man trying to mimic everything because I felt like he was the coolest nigga of ever. You know what I'm saying? That was my experience with Uncle Lil Man. My experience with Uncle Cardell was me becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? It was fun too because here it is. I came up in a house where I was explaining to my Uncle Cardell the other day where I was the oldest male. So in order to get my upbringing and my manhood, I had to have different polarities with my different uncles. What I took out of my Uncle Cardell was discipline, you know what I'm saying, strategy, like when we went to the away to the service. And even before that, when we was young, we would be in my grandmother's house. I would be going through all my Uncle Cardell old books. Meanwhile, I'll be trying to take all my Uncle Little Man old clothes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a little bit older. So my best experience, not to take the spotlight off y'all because it made me think about something, with my Uncle Little Man, and y'all did have your separate crews, but when y'all came together, y'all was like Voltron because y'all all fuck with each other.
It wasn't nothing to play with. We wasn't no yes man.
I know. So
we were fully in control of what anybody. It wasn't nobody could tell me anything. One time, even though my brother was guard body at the time. I was hanging with a lot of guard bodies. And they used to tell me, yo, once you be God. And I used to say, man, my name is D. You know what I'm saying? And I was the only one who could go around about 55% is up in their house. And they all for 5%, and I'm an 85er. And I come up there with a ham and cheese sandwich.
I remember being over there on Tremont with Wonderful and Born. And on God Bless the Dead, Rob. Me and Rob was little. They'd be, Uncle Born and them be upstairs doing whatever they doing, up on the roof, shooting guns and shit. All you hear is shotguns, pens, and all type of shit. And then me and Rob would be down in the basement. For people that know, Rob is the one that I did the interview. I did the video on recently. It was titled
God Bless Him.
Son of Father, right? Which is weird. So my best time around Uncle Lil, man, was the time when you and Jamal took me. There's other times too. I want to say a couple other times, but I'm gonna tell you this: when y'all took me to that college, this is the first time I got to see my uncle like around niggas. I didn't never see him and had the whole shit.
You ain't supposed to eat. You ain't supposed to see them.
Yo, I'm talking about.
Bottles, then you would see them. That's how it was. Everything was confidential to a certain extent with us. That's why we here today, and we,
Now you was
for that. Thank the man up above. Because the things that we did, a lot of cats wouldn't even be able to survive.
Hold up. Let me give you your flowers. I was your record boy. Go get the records, Johnny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put certain records. Okay, I already used that one. Move that crate over there. Boom. I need this. I need that. Move out my way, man. You're messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you feel? This is my uncle ironing his motherfucking shoelaces and showing me how to keep a pair of Pumas. You know what I'm saying? Now, so that was my best time. And I ended up losing my uncle, though, man. I'm like 14, 15 years old. I had fell in love with a girl and went to her dorm. She talked me into it, and I left my uncle. I think my best time with my uncle Cardell, because I have a lot of best times with both of them. Even though you had your own family, right? Yeah. No matter what, I always felt included. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you did, whatever my uncle Cardell did for his immediate family, which is his son and his wife and his other stepkids, I got equal or more. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't never do something. He didn't buy them a jacket and then buy me a jacket. When I was fucking up in school, y'all took me. Uncle Lil Man took me first, right? And then I went to live with Uncle Cardell. And I had to start manning up and learning how to walk on my own. So I love both of y'all. So those are your flowers. I got plenty more.
Really manning up, man. You was out there doing Johnny, Mac. You were doing the Mac thing.
Oh, no. But I'm just saying, that's the time where I've learned how to live on.
That should have been your thing, did.
Y'all fought my battles till I was about 15 years old. I had to come into my own. You know what I'm saying? So being with my Uncle Cardell and living with him, that gave me a beginning of it. Even though I was still fucking up, but that just showed me how a man's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like taking care of your family, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like about your shit. So anyway, let me get back to the questions, right?
Yeah.
I asked y'all what's the dumbest shit y'all ever did. What's the smartest thing y'all ever did together?
Come to understanding and put our brains together, man. Start, you know what I'm saying?
Working together.
Building, yeah.
We got grandkids now. We gotta, set an example and have something for them, man.
Yeah.
Got a big family.